Have you ever noticed that winning a woman's heart doesn't always require showing off or trying to please others? In fact, it's often the independent, low-key, and confident men who attract the most thoughtful and mature women. These are the Sigma men, individuals who don't rely on group approval or seek external validation, yet they naturally exude stability and allure in relationships. So what is it about Sigma men that makes them stand out in the emotional world and capture a woman's attention? In the following article, we'll uncover this mystery and explore the true charm of Sigma men. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. It's a huge help to us and costs you absolutely nothing. Let's get started. The term Sigma man has gained increasing popularity in recent years, especially in social media and the self-improvement sphere. Unlike the Alpha man, the leader type, or the Beta man, the follower type, Sigma men don't follow the usual societal path. While Alpha men seek power and social status, and Beta men tend to conform to group expectations, Sigma men are different. They don't care much about external validation. Instead, they focus on inner growth, emotional independence, and asserting their own identity. Sigma men are often the classic lone wolves. Their sense of self-awareness is incredibly strong, and they don't rely on groups to define who they are. Every decision they make comes from their own will and logic, rather than seeking to please others. Their appeal often comes from an inner strength, not external displays. These men typically don't make grand appearances in crowds. Instead, they are quiet, mysterious, and low-key, avoiding flaunting their achievements or eagerly seeking attention. They don't feel the need to prove anything to anyone. Their inner confidence is enough to drive their actions and decisions. There are a few key characteristics that define Sigma men. First, they value complete independence and don't rely on others to define them. Whether it's in their daily life or decision-making, they maintain a high degree of autonomy. Secondly, Sigma men tend to be emotionally self-sufficient, able to regulate their own emotions without needing others to fill any emotional voids. They enjoy their alone time, preferring their own company while focusing on personal growth rather than blindly relying on others. These men are also calm and rational. When facing challenges, they are more likely to analyze the situation logically rather than being driven by emotions. In relationships, they remain composed and make thoughtful decisions. This rationality, coupled with their inner strength, gives Sigma men a unique charm in their interactions with others. Their allure doesn't come from showing off, but from a deep self-understanding and trust in their own inner power. Now that we have a general sense of who Sigma men are, let's dive into why these men are able to attract the most thoughtful and mature women. Number 1. Inner strength over external display. The attraction of Sigma men doesn't rely on flashy displays or external validation. Instead, it comes from inner confidence and independence. Unlike men who depend heavily on others' opinions and constantly seek external praise, the attraction of Sigma men stems from their deep self-awareness and inner strength. They don't need to flaunt their achievements to attract others, as their inner confidence is enough to make them naturally magnetic in any situation. It's this inner power that allows Sigma men to stand out in both social and emotional settings, earning the admiration of women. Women are often drawn to men who are genuinely confident and don't seek validation from others. For Sigma men, confidence is not an act. It's a deeply rooted inner strength. This confidence doesn't rely on outside approval. It comes from a clear understanding of themselves and inner peace. They are aware of their strengths and weaknesses, yet they remain unwavering in their beliefs, unaffected by the opinions of others. This kind of confidence is especially captivating to women, as it's not boastful or pretentious, but rather a quiet, steady power that subtly attracts them. Unlike Alpha men, who are constantly showcasing themselves to the outside world, Sigma men's appeal often comes from their continuous pursuit of self-improvement. Through ongoing learning, exercise, and reflection, Sigma men work to better themselves in every aspect. This self-improvement isn't for others. It stems from an internal drive, the desire to become a better version of themselves. They focus not just on external achievements, but on inner growth and progress. This commitment to excellence makes Sigma men more attractive to women because they present not just a perfect image, but a constant evolution, a process of growth and refinement. For this reason, Sigma men's attraction isn't a fleeting external show, but a deeper, lasting magnetism. This inner confidence and self-improvement power cut through superficial appearances, striking at the heart. Sigma men attract women who truly appreciate inner strength and seek genuine, stable relationships. Behind this allure is an independent mindset and a firm belief in not needing others' approval to live authentically. Number 2, no flash, no pretense. The understated charm of Sigma men is an attraction that doesn't rely on external displays. Their very presence is a silent force that requires no flaunting of achievements or drawing attention to prove their worth. In a world full of showiness and competition, Sigma men's low-key lifestyle feels like a breath of fresh air, standing out as something truly unique. This subtle allure is the secret weapon that allows them to shine in interpersonal relationships. Unlike alpha men, who often draw attention by boasting about themselves, Sigma men's attraction comes from their inner calm and confidence. They're not in a rush to showcase their success or abilities to the world. Instead, they demonstrate their value through actions and thoughtful reflection. When Sigma men take part in a project or decision-making, they don't seek recognition through grandiose words or external showiness. Instead, they focus on tangible actions, using carefully considered decisions and solid execution to influence others. This unpretentious, grounded approach gives people a sense of reliability and trustworthiness. This understated charm is not just evident in Sigma men's actions, but also in their words and demeanor. Whether in social settings or everyday interactions, Sigma men never actively seek attention. They may quietly observe from a corner or express their thoughts concisely but powerfully, as if every gesture and word has been carefully thought out. It's this low-key posture that makes their presence all the more compelling. Women are often drawn to this quiet strength because it doesn't rely on external displays to prove itself. Rather, it's their inner stability and wisdom that captivate the heart. Through this understated, silent approach, Sigma men reveal a form of attraction that defies conventional social tactics. To many, this charm may seem mysterious and elusive, but it's precisely this sense of mystery that makes Sigma men so attractive to women. They're not easily swayed by superficial glitter, but are more likely to dig deeper to uncover the profound depth and wisdom hidden beneath the surface. This silent yet powerful allure is what makes Sigma men unique. It transcends external vanity, showcasing an inner self that is independent and authentic. Number 3, emotional independence and stable emotions. Emotional independence is one of the key traits of Sigma men when it comes to building healthy relationships. Unlike men who rely on emotional support from others, Sigma men possess an independent emotional world. They don't place their emotional needs on others, especially not on women's shoulders. While they understand the power of emotions, they also know how to share that power without losing their sense of self. This ability allows Sigma men to handle complex relationship issues rationally and maturely without being swayed by emotional ups and downs. Emotional independence doesn't mean being cold or detached. Rather, it's the ability to self-regulate and find emotional fulfillment within. Sigma men are capable of independent thought and effective emotional management. Whether facing challenges or conflicts, they always maintain calmness and rationality. They don't let their emotions dictate their decisions, and they certainly don't let emotional dependence affect their relationships, especially with women. This stable emotional foundation allows them to remain poised in relationships, offering a healthy and balanced mode of interaction, free from emotional pressure or dependence. Emotional independence creates more space for both individuals in a relationship, making the interaction more comfortable. Women who are with Sigma men never feel constrained or overwhelmed by pressure. On the contrary, this independence brings them more freedom and options, enabling both parties to coexist in a more equal and mature way. This space not only reduces feelings of dependence, but also helps both partners focus on their personal growth and genuine needs, rather than unnecessary emotional burdens. Sigma men understand that dependency can upset the balance in a relationship, and that a healthy relationship is based on mutual respect and understanding. Through emotional independence, Sigma men naturally exhibit a charm rooted in rationality and self-control within relationships. They offer women enough freedom while also being there to provide support and care when needed. This balance and stability not only give women a sense of security, but also enhance their respect and trust in Sigma men. In such a relationship, women don't feel controlled or suffocated. Instead, they can grow and develop in an environment filled with understanding and support. Emotional independence allows Sigma men to maintain control in their lives while also keeping their rationality and balance in emotional relationships. This independent attitude and behavior make them reliable and respected partners. When a relationship offers enough space for both partners to grow independently, the mutual attraction and depth naturally intensify. And it's this deep, authentic connection that makes Sigma men so naturally appealing to women in the emotional world. Number 4, becoming a better version of yourself. The attraction of Sigma men stems from their endless pursuit of self-growth. Unlike those who seek external validation, Sigma men are motivated from deep within. They continually expand their horizons and enhance their abilities through activities like learning, exercising, and traveling. This ongoing self-improvement not only makes them more compelling, but also transforms them into highly attractive individuals. Self-growth is the central theme of a Sigma man's life. They are never satisfied with the status quo and are always striving toward higher goals, whether in their career, physical health, or mental well-being. They read, study new knowledge, cultivate hobbies, and maintain a curiosity about the world and a deep desire for personal improvement. They understand that only through continuous progress can they truly possess inner strength. This drive comes from their anticipation of the future, not from external validation or the opinions of others. In addition, Sigma men enhance both their physical and mental state through activities like exercise and travel. Exercise not only helps them maintain their health, but also serves as a means of stress relief and a way to boost self-awareness. Travel provides them with opportunities to engage with the world, drawing wisdom from different cultures and experiences and broadening their perspective. Every journey is an extension of their self-improvement, an exploration of the depth of life, and a source of motivation to keep moving forward. This process of self-improvement gives Sigma men a clear sense of purpose and intense drive. They don't rely on external validation or others' opinions to push them forward. Instead, they are propelled by their inner passion and determination to become a better version of themselves. This independent pursuit often garners admiration and attraction from women. Sigma men's appeal is not demonstrated through flashy displays of wealth or extravagant actions, but through their daily persistence and relentless effort, showcasing a deep inner allure. More importantly, this ongoing commitment to self-improvement gives Sigma men's lives a sense of purpose and meaning. They have their own plans and ambitions, rather than simply going with the flow or being swayed by others' opinions. Women naturally become interested in this approach to life because they seek relationships with men who have their own goals and vibrant energy. The charm of a Sigma man does not rely on short-term external attractiveness, but on continuous personal growth and the enhancement of their quality of life, which exudes a profound, lasting attraction. This type of allure ensures that Sigma men are not just pursuers in romantic relationships, but rather independent individuals with enough inner strength to attract and maintain meaningful connections. Number 5, expressing care without dependence. For Sigma men, emotional expression is more of an understated art than showcasing love through grand words or frequent emotional displays. Their care doesn't rely on flowery language or surface-level romance, but is shown through practical actions, attention to detail, and thoughtful gestures. They understand that true emotional expression often lies in the small, everyday details, which can be far more moving than a momentary emotional outburst. Sigma men show their concern for women by offering support and helping solve problems. When faced with challenges or confusion, they typically don't offer excessive verbal comfort. Instead, they calmly and rationally help them find solutions. Whether by providing concrete advice or taking responsibility, their care is often practical and actionable. This approach speaks louder than simply saying, "I care about you." By doing so, Sigma men demonstrate a deep understanding and respect for women while also avoiding excessive emotional dependence on them. Moreover, Sigma men know how to offer emotional support in relationships without relying on the other person to fulfill their emotional needs. They have a clear understanding of their own emotions and are able to maintain personal space in relationships, respecting the independence of their partners. This approach to care doesn't burden or pressure women, but rather gives them more freedom and comfort in the relationship. Sigma men's emotional expression is a mature, thoughtful kind of care, not based on dependency or excessive emotional investment. This non-verbal expression of care makes Sigma men seem more genuine and mature. They don't need words to prove their feelings. Their love is expressed through their actions. This approach provides women with a sense of stability and reliability, rather than a fleeting emotional outburst. Women are often more moved by this thoughtful, composed, and unpretentious care because it demonstrates Sigma men's true understanding and respect for them, rather than relying on emotional expressions to validate their worth. In Sigma men's world, care is a deep emotion expressed through actions, not hollow declarations. By doing so, they gain women's trust and respect, building healthier, more mature emotional connections. This way of expressing care without dependence on external validation also gives Sigma men a unique charm in relationships, making them ideal partners for women who seek to establish a deeper emotional connection. Number 6, mastering oneself, winning others. The attraction of Sigma men comes not only from their inner independence and emotional self-sufficiency, but also from their ability to display calm decision-making and rational leadership in critical moments. In relationships, Sigma men are often able to keep a clear head and act decisively, maintaining composure and making quick decisions. This ability not only helps to effectively resolve problems, but also brings stability and a sense of security to the relationship. When faced with conflict or difficulty, Sigma men do not let emotions drive their decisions. On the contrary, they typically take a rational, objective approach to assess the situation. Whether in major life decisions or daily interactions, Sigma men can always move the relationship forward with a calm and determined attitude. This calm and rational decision-making style makes women feel a steady strength in their relationship with a Sigma man. They know that no matter how things change externally, Sigma men will remain composed and handle problems without haste, creating a sense of reliable security in the relationship. Unlike those who rely on emotions or short-term impulses to react, Sigma men's leadership in relationships is more about rationality, foresight, and maturity. They do not rush to make decisions or easily give up or compromise. Instead, they make choices that are most beneficial for both parties after thoroughly considering all possibilities. This ability not only earns them respect in the outside world, but also makes them a natural pillar of stability in intimate relationships. This rational decision-making leadership makes Sigma men natural leaders in emotional relationships. They do not rely on power or control to dominate the relationship, but rather win women's respect and trust through clear judgment, mature thinking, and decisive actions. In such relationships, women can confidently rely on Sigma men's judgment and actions without worrying about emotional instability or chaos. Sigma men demonstrate with their actions that true leadership comes from inner calm and self-mastery, not external pressure or pursuit. Through this calm, rational, and mature decision-making process, Sigma men maintain a state of self-mastery. They not only display leadership in life, but also become reliable partners in emotional relationships. It is this unique leadership charm that makes Sigma men the ideal partners in women's eyes, able to provide stability and direction in the complex emotional world. Number 7, nonconformity and unique personality. What sets Sigma men apart is their indifference to group approval and their independent relationship with the external world. Unlike alpha men, who seek leadership, or beta men, who aim to please, Sigma men always choose to find their place outside of the group. They do not rely on external validation to confirm their worth. Instead, they shape their lives according to their own internal standards. For them, independence is not just a way of life, but a profound self-awareness. This lone wolf personality allows Sigma men to maintain a sense of detachment in interpersonal relationships. Their independence is not due to an inability to fit in, but rather because they selectively keep a distance from the group. They can comfortably exist in any situation, staying within their own world, unaffected by the gaze or expectations of others. This behavior reflects a deep understanding of their own value and a high level of self-confidence in their inner world. For women, the loneliness of a Sigma man is not a sign of lacking social skills or social struggles, but rather an alluring sense of mystery. Unlike men who frequently expose themselves in social settings, Sigma men maintain an appropriate distance, as if everything around them is irrelevant. This distance does not make them seem cold or unapproachable. Instead, it creates an irresistible attraction in the eyes of women. Women are strongly drawn to the independence and mystery of Sigma men, feeling an irresistible urge to learn more and explore this unique presence that differs from most other men. This independence and sense of mystery also makes Sigma men more attractive in social interactions. They never rely on the group's approval to establish their self-worth, but influence others through their actions and choices. They do not conform to popular trends, nor do they seek to become the center of attention in social circles. Instead, they maintain a low-key presence, allowing themselves to stand out in any environment. Women are attracted to Sigma men not only because of their self-confidence and composure, but also because of their unique approach to situations and their way of self-actualization. The loneliness of a Sigma man is a choice. It reflects a respect for his true inner needs. They do not go with the flow, nor do they pursue superficial social success. Instead, they maintain their own rhythm and lifestyle. This ability to stick to their own path and think independently forms their unique charm in relation to the group, making them an undeniable presence in the eyes of women. In the world of Sigma men, solitude is never the source of pain, but a manifestation of self-worth and inner strength. Number 8. Appropriate distance and respect. One of the key attractions of Sigma men in interpersonal relationships is the wisdom and independence they demonstrate when interacting with women. They understand that true attraction is not about constant companionship or excessive involvement, but rather about maintaining an appropriate distance and respecting each other's space to build a deep relationship. This respect is not indifference or detachment, but an inner understanding and tolerance. They can comprehend and respect a woman's independence, her need for freedom, and her emotional space. In many relationships, women often feel suffocated due to excessive dependence or over-involvement from others. Sigma men, however, are different. They know how to show care and provide companionship without overwhelming the other person. They clearly understand that real intimacy does not mean being together all the time, but knowing when to give the other person space. In relationships, Sigma men never pressure women to match their rhythm. Instead, they respect their rhythm and space, ensuring that women have room to breathe freely in the relationship. This respect and understanding often make women feel a sense of comfort and security they have never experienced before. This approach not only reflects Sigma men's profound recognition of women's independence, but also their pursuit of healthy relationships. By maintaining this moderate distance, Sigma men prevent the relationship from falling into dependence or control. Instead, they establish rational boundaries to keep the relationship balanced. Women find harmony between freedom and care and experience companionship without pressure or restriction. Moreover, Sigma men do not express their concern through frequent words. Their actions speak for themselves. Whether it's quietly supporting during busy times or offering understanding and a listening ear when a woman is feeling down, Sigma men convey their care through their actions. When women sense this care, it is often not motivated by outward showiness or utility, but by genuine concern from the heart. This sincere and unpretentious emotional interaction is precisely the key to building deep trust in relationships. By maintaining appropriate distance and respect, Sigma men allow women to retain their individuality within the relationship, making interactions more natural and smooth. Sigma men know that respect is not only about acknowledging a woman's emotional needs, but also about ensuring the stability and longevity of the relationship. Only when both partners have independent space and freedom can the relationship grow healthily and naturally, with women feeling truly free and respected in this atmosphere of respect. Sigma men's way of interacting is a high level of emotional intelligence. In their world, relationships are not based on external pressure or constraints, but on mutual understanding, appropriate distance, and respect. This approach makes women feel not only loved but also empowered with space and freedom, allowing them to feel reassured, comfortable, and at ease. Sigma men win women's hearts through their independence, confidence, rationality, and respect. They do not rely on external validation, but rather attract through the genuine expression of their true selves. Unlike men who seek external recognition, Sigma men maintain stability and balance in relationships through their inner strength and independence. They understand that true attraction comes from self-growth and inner maturity, not from showing off or people-pleasing. For men, the pursuit of women should not just be about outward gestures, but rather about inner development and rational thinking. By constantly improving themselves and demonstrating real maturity and intelligence, they can build healthier, more balanced relationships. The appeal of Sigma men lies in their ability to create respect and lasting attraction through profound self-understanding and independence. If you found today's video helpful, consider subscribing to our channel and turning on the notification bell so you won't miss any valuable content. Feel free to leave a comment below to share your thoughts and feelings. Let's grow and exchange ideas together. We look forward to your insightful comments.